All right, everybody, we are back, and this time I have some new mic settings, so hopefully it sounds better. If it does, please let me know in the comment section below. If it sounds worse, let me know. Yeah, with that being said, we are going to get into the premise of this video, which is the basically comeback of me playing and uploading. So we are, yeah. So we're on the Friday the 27th. Our patch is 14.19, which is the newest patch essentially. And this patch has huge changes. So we're going to go over them pretty quickly into what I think is going to be the best Nidalee top lane setup in the moment, at least in terms of the items. The runes are basically the exact same. So yeah, boots, either attack speed or Sork boots. I think Sork boots might end up being the better of the two because you still deal magic damage even though we're not inherently building any AP. I think it can still be considered the best of the two, but I am going to test Berserks. It did technically get nerfed, but not to a point where I think it's bad. And you always have the boots upgrade here. So if it ever does get to late game, then, you do have that extra upgrade, which is really nice, which the other boots do not have, which is interesting. Next is going to be Iceborne. Iceborne is changed slightly. So here is the stats for Iceborne. We do have the slight change. The big change here is the base AD goes to 150 now, whereas it used to be 100 flat. So an extra 50% base AD damage, which is huge. Also, the slow is also 25%. So here's the patch notes. So you can see here, slow went from 15% to 25%, which is insane. And again, it's halved for ranged champions, but you can always do the auto switch, and with that, obviously get the full slow value, which is really nice. The cost did go up, but I think it's still really good in terms of what it's providing. Because if we go to Triforce, where are you at? There you go. Triforce, attack damage lowered, haste lowered, attack speed lowered, health lowered, or health actually up by 33, but yeah, nerfs pretty much across the board, which means yes, Triforce does give 200, so an extra 50% base AD, but it is also more expensive. The things about it that would make it kind of be better is now nerfed. So overall, not great. Also, because of the changes, a lot of bruiser-ish champions are being played topside, which means having the armor from Iceborne is way more powerful. And obviously the slow is huge. Like, the slow is really, really big. So yeah, that's the first item, which I think is going to be just now the flat standard. Second item that I'm going to be wanting to see if it's still good is Spear Shojin. Spear was also changed. Let's look at it here. So the recipe changed a bit. The attack damage nerfed, haste nerfed, haste is just gone, health is up, and we'll see this kind of plays into the next item, which is Hullbreaker. Basic ability haste is up though. So overall, I think Spear is still going to be pretty good, especially in this kind of setup. And next item is Hullbreaker, which also got changed. So instead of reading literally all of these, we're just going to read what it says here. Where there are a lot of changes for Hullbreaker, they're mainly focused on making it a tankier item that appeals to fighters who want to convert their health pools into damage and with clearly better single target damage than Titanic Hydra. So, yes. And you have to remember, this is a very strong split pushing item because it deals the extra damage to towers, but the hit passive also works on champions. So you can't forget about that. So we'll see here, like movement speed lowered, health is increased by a very good chunk, attack damage is lowered. Again, a lot of these are nerfs, so almost every item here is nerfed, like nerfed. So, like, don't look at the nerfs kind of as a huge thing. It's pretty funny because I think Iceborne was actually buffed, at least for Nidalee. Some champions, it's probably worse, but just because of the gold difference, might not be worth it for some champions. But I think in the grand scheme of things, Iceborne's better now. Yeah, so this is nerfed, but the max health is increased. So if you have more HP, then it is better, which means we could test stuff with like, what the heck is that item called? Heartsteel. We could test stuff with Heartsteel. But again, because the items like Iceborne, actually I think Iceborne had the health nerfed, but health increase here, health increase with spear, and then let's see, Iceborne. I think the health was nerfed, right? Oh, health is the exact same. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So, yeah, those three, and then I guess while I'm here, so those are the three core that I think. Next would be Abyssal Mask, which is right here. So, still extremely cheap. The haste has gone up, which means if we were to go for this, then we're not missing too much by the spear changes, which is nice. Magic resist nerfed very slightly, and then they removed the single target or the single self bonus magic resist, which is fine because Abyssal Mask is for the most part an actual like bruiser damage item, which is funny. But yeah. So overall, I think Abyssal Mask still in a really good spot if you're going to go this build. Zonia is kind of like a last tier kind of item. I am curious to try Static Shiv just for the pushing playstyle. So if we're going to go for like Berserks, Shiv with these three, I am curious to test this because it is changed from how it used to work. You had to kill the minion for it to do the lightning zap through all the minions. Force of Nature, another just beefy kind of MR item if needed. We don't really need another armor item past Iceborne, which is good. So that's why I have the two MRs here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys did enjoy the video and you guys are excited to see me play this, then let me know in the comment section below. Again, let me know if the mic sounds good. I will be playing this in high emerald, going for a diamond. So yeah, that will be the next gameplay, probably coming out later this evening, actually. Once this goes live, it'll be up a few hours after that. So if you guys are excited, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.